Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Junk Journal January here at Studioloo. I am on day number 8, which is neutral. So I'm going to start the day, I think, today with some tea. I've got my 24 trips with tea here. So we are on day 5, I think, of my tea calendar. I think we did 4, but I forgot to turn it around. So let's find day 5. Here it is. Okay, day number 5. Oh, it looks really fun. Let's see what this is. Oh, cream of Earl Grey. Okay, I'm happy because I'm an Earl Grey, a great Earl Grey lover. So let's open this up and we'll put it in the Teopia pot today. Smells wonderful. Okay, so pour it in there. Are you ready to get steamed up? It's very floral. I can see the little blue flowers in there. So let's get your steamies. That should be good. Yeah. Okay, you're all steamed up. You'll be right back. Don't worry, and so will I. So the kettle is put away, and today I will be using my Danica Studio fun little mug. I love this mug. It's red clay with a nice black glaze. I got it from a lovely shop called Terra Florens in Bloomfield, Ontario. It is owned by someone wonderful whom I used to work for, and yeah, I think we have a little more brewing to do. So let me show you what we'll start with today. Neutral. Okay. So, move my scissors here. I have a few neutral things. So number 1, this was from like a book. It was like a fly page, I think. Oh, no, it's from a Stampington and Company book. So then I thought it was a book fly page. And then I have this bit of invoice. Then I have an old page from like a stamp book, stamp collecting book. And it's a nice shade of yellow with just some stamps from Venezuela. That was part of a box of things given to me by the lovely Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. And then this is just a little collage board that I made that I thought was quite neutral. I mean, we have a little bit, going on there, but nothing too crazy. Then we'll also see if we can use these little tiny, pretty neutral paintings that my son painted during his little painting adventures. So I think today what I'd like to do, again, we're going to make tags, is I want to use some of this book. So this is the book that I'm currently trying to use up. It's one of those big books that I just think it would be nice to kind of move through it. It's got beautiful illustrations in it, and I think it would be nice to add them as focal points on tags. There's also lots of really nice verses. A lot of the images are quite big, but there are some that are a little smaller that I think we'll be able to use. So I won't work with too much of a big theme today. I will just kind of go along. I think I'll maybe try to not use the fairy type things, because I think I'll put those in a more fairy kind of journal. Oh, the robin is nice though. So let's just get a few things cut out to make our tags here while my tea is steeping. Okay, sorry, I took a little break so I could just, I think there was a little smudge on my camera lens. I wanted to get rid of it. These will be either quite tall, or I could trim a bit off the bottom. I think I'm going to go with tall. I'm okay with tall. I'll take a little off the bottom. A little off the top. Okay. So we had a kind of a nice day. my folks came up to visit, so that my dad had started a project putting a new water filter in my upstairs master bathroom, because he got one for me for the kitchen. Like we don't like to drink our tap water as is, even though, I mean, it's clean. It's just, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because I grew up on well water as a kid, living in a little village. I'm just not accustomed to maybe all of the chlorine or other things that are in municipal water. I haven't drank a lot of municipal water in my life, and there's nothing wrong with municipal water, but I did notice something sort of odd, that it gives me a strange bit of acid reflux from time to time, and I don't know, I can't think of any other reason that I would get acid reflux other than that, because I never had it at any other time except when I drink tap water. So we've gone through, we don't buy bottled water because we don't want that yucky plastic, and we don't want to buy those great big bottles so much anymore either that you put in the water machine. I mean, honestly, my reason is kind of inane, in that it's just really, my son likes to mess with the water machine constantly at this age, and it's kind of just a little much for me to want to deal with. So I was very happy that my dad got me this water filtration system for the taps, because like it's a built-in kind of thing. Like we had I think was it a Pure or a Brita? I think a Brita one, and it went on the tap, but it just wasn't that good. I don't know, it seemed, it broke once, we had to get another one, and then it seemed to want to break again, and then we just got so annoyed with it, we were like, forget, we're not going to get another one of these. So then we went on and we got this one that my father installed, thankfully, and it's great. So I find I do a lot of water drinking upstairs, you know, brushing your teeth, and like at night when you get up to get a drink or whatever. So I was like, you know, it would be nice to put one of those upstairs. So that was one of his Christmas gifts to me, but he went to install it and found that with a lot of modernly built houses that they had put the most basic of plumbing in, so he had to get some parts. There was no shut off, and like the piping is copper, which is fine. It's actually better than a lot of the plastics that are used nowadays, because they're not as durable, and people use those like snap fittings, and they can kind of wreck your pipes if you don't know what you're doing. But a lot of people, unfortunately, make those mistakes. I'm lucky because my dad knows stuff. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, but he does. So I'm happy to have him navigate these things for me, because I don't know everything. So yeah, he installed that for me today, and I am very happy about it. The skinny one on there? Yeah, we can. So then it was nice because they came, my parents, on the day when my daughter had soccer, and they were able to see her play for the first time, and her team did really good. And it was a weird day at soccer. It was a strange anomaly, because in order to have a soccer game, you have to have 7 kids. And for some reason, there were only 7 kids that showed up on her team today. And the other team, they had 14 players. And also the other team that she played today, they were not equally matched, because most of them were a year older than what my daughter and most of her teammates are. So it was a very mismatched game. But I have to say, they only scored 2 goals, the other team, so it was 2-0, and my daughter's team played an incredible defense. She was goalie for half the game, and she got no goals on her, and she had great, she just had good team effort today. I was very proud of her, because there was a little boy on her team, and I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I think he got into like a little kerfuffle with the coach. I didn't see what happened, so I don't really know, but he was crying, and I was so not happy, and his parent wasn't really around, and so my dad was standing near the net when he was goalie. And he's like, it's okay, you know, you're doing a good job. Just, you know, keep watching the ball. And like, my dad's like trying to talk to him. And it's funny watching him because I'm like, Dad, you're so awkward. And then I realized, like, oh God, this is what I look like when I'm trying to like talk to other people's kids and encourage them. Like, oh, somebody help me, save me from my awkward self. And but like, you know, he got better. And then my daughter, out of nowhere, I don't know if she even saw necessarily what was going on, or maybe she knew what was wrong with the kid, I don't know. So she ran up to him like a minute or two later and just kind of like gave him a high five and gave him a thumbs up and said something encouraging to him. And something kind of like, I could tell she was going, no, like you didn't do anything wrong. And so it was kind of nice. It's kind of fun, like when you just get to not participate, but just spy those little moments with your kids when they do things like that are just kind and good like that. I think most little kids are like that. Like, we don't always see it, but I try to be a quiet observer, and I get a little bit more, I see a little bit more from kids. Okay, cut this out. I just had to back these because they were just done on a big old book page, and I'm happy to be using up some of these collage boards though. Like always, I make a ton of supplies and then I don't like finish up a project with them, and then we have all this stuff. Okay, so now I need to back these. So we need another folder. Making a bunch of stuff here today. I think it's okay. We'll see how long this video runs. It's all right. I also just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been so kind to me during Junk Journal January so far. I'm so happy to see that you guys like that I'm making tags, and like I've gotten a lot of very kind, encouraging comments on many things. So thank you. Sure is nice to just have people here. That will go into scraps. Oh, and I should mention for one of my viewers who asked me like about my my glue book. So it's empty. We have this left over. So what I'm going to do with it is just kind of like scrunch it a little bit because it's got some hard fibers. So I will just kind of scrunch it up a little bit, and then I'll use it for things. Maybe today, I don't know. We'll see if it comes in, because it is neutral, so we can get away with it. I'm trying to decide, is my light okay today? Yeah, my light's okay. I'm looking at my preview in my phone, and like sometimes my phone is a little bit dimmer than my my actual light. Okay. And we got some wet snow today. It's actually a little wet and yucky outside. I was going to grocery shop tonight. And we need pertinent things like toilet paper and milk, but we've decided to wait until morning. So I think everything will be okay until then. But yeah, I was like, we need to get this stuff. Speaking of milk, I should probably get this tea in my cup now. I went upstairs and got a bit of cream because this is creme de la Earl Grey, or there we go. That's good. That's good. And I just did the thing I always make fun of my husband for, which is like filling my cup way too high, like with no distance at the top really, and then handing it to me, and inevitably I always like spill it on myself, but I blame him because I'm like, you know, I can't blame myself for this. This must be him. He's very considerate. I am mixing my tea with a paintbrush. Don't come at me. It's okay. There's nothing of toxic property, I promise. Oh, that's so yummy. 5 out of 5. That is a great tea. Okay. Also, I put cashew milk in it today, so that makes it even yummier. Because I'm not using the regular cow milk that we're low on. But I do like nut milks very much, even though they are quite expensive and quite environmentally complicated. As with most things, right? Nothing can be simple. Okay, that's that. We'll set my son's little paintings over here maybe. Oh, I still have more that I need to back. You know, maybe I'll do my backing and I'll come back. Because you don't need to watch me back everything. Let me back everything. All right, these are all backed, and I have my son's little paintings here. Because if I do decide to use them, they actually don't need to be backed. They're index cards, and I think they would be fun just as is. So we'll set all of these bases aside and maybe find my first focal point, okay? Cute cuties. No. It's a little big, I think. It's cute, but yeah, too big. Not what I want. This is kind of the fairy stuff that I want to leave for another project where I do something in a magical journal. The fountain. Okay. So this robin was the first thing to kind of strike my fancy. So let's start with it. So I'll get one thing. How many? Let me get a few. I won't get enough for all of this yet, but let me just go through this book and see what we can play with here. Oh, that. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Let's go with that. Oh, this cat's quite nice. Let's go with cat too. Okay. The Land of Nod. That could be nice. Okay. The Sugar Plum Tree. The Flyaway Horse. How beautiful. The Moon. The Rockabye Lady. A Tragic Story. Okay, now we know this is children's literature. I think I'll just pull this out, because on one side it's a tragic story, on another it's the Village Blacksmith. I'm not going to use either of those. A Windmill. Some nice autumnal kind of kids. I think we could play with that. Weather and Seasons. Another nice owl. And some nice leaves. Summer Sun. Let's go with this page. Little Raindrops. Don't think I'll use that. A Little Boy in a Tree could be quite nice. Let's go with that. Probably will not use the words because it's probably something a little inappropriate. We'll see. Okay, so that I think is it. Let's get rid of these back pages too because I don't need them. Well, the Land of Storybooks, I may need that. I may need to keep that one. So, you know, slowly but surely we get rid of things that we don't need here in these books and make them a little thinner. Oops. Rogue glue stick, hold on. Okay. Get this rogue glue stick back over here. I think I want to begin with my robin. and one of these backgrounds that has these numbers and letters. That I think. Okay. Oh yeah, that's really cute. Maybe I'll just take a little more off the top. Yep. I need a new glue book. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. The Amateur Astronomer's Handbook. This has like Mary Ellen kind of stuff in it, but I have more books like this. Yeah, maybe I will keep some of this stuff here for Mary Ellen because she probably will like it. And she's probably looking at me like, why are you even using this for a glue book? What is wrong with you? And if you're wondering who Mary Ellen is, that would be my friend Red Parrot here on YouTube. We are both doing Junk Journal January. Okay. Good. Cut this off the back. Just going to ink this edge a little softly here. Just kind of neutralizes it into the neutrals. Now let's look at the poem because I like a lot of the poetry in this book. When up aloft I fly and fly, I see in pools the shining sky, and a happy bird am I. When I descend toward the brink, I stand and look and stop and drink and bathe my wings and chink and prink. When winter frost makes earth as steel, I search and search but find no meal, and most unhappy then I feel. And when it lasts and snows still fall, I get to feel no grief at all, for I turn to cold, stiff feather ball. I think I'll only use the top verse because the rest of it's a little like humorous and strange. Okay, we have a cat and horse over here. I don't think I use that though. So let's just pull this little bit out here. And then we need to ink this a little. Okay. And then we need to prop it up with something a little, whoopsie, sorry I schmucked you there for a minute. Yeah, I think I'll use a little bit of this. Actually, maybe not. No, you know what? I'm not going to use this because it's a little thick. And if I put it at the bottom, because this is a tag, it's not going to glide into the pocket. So I'll save this for more external kind of stuff, and I'll instead go with this book spine. Can never go wrong with book spine because it's the best. Okay. These little bits. Plunk that down. Just wrinkle it up a little bit. Then maybe I'll take that bit off actually. Yeah. I've been trying to catch up on Junk Journal January videos. I've been watching all sorts of new creators. I do enjoy checking out new folks when we do these community projects, so it's great. I also have been trying to watch movies at night with my daughter. We go to bed. So it's her last night before she goes back to school. So she's been sleeping in my bed with me. And every night we've been watching Studio Ghibli movies. And so last night I tried to watch My Neighbor Totoro. And I was like 2 minutes in. And then that's all I remember. I think she fell asleep too. We had a long day. I think she'll be tired tonight because I was mentioning, I think, that her soccer game today was not equally matched because the other team had 14 players and they had 7, which meant that they didn't get any break at all. They just had to run for like 2 straight hours. Yeah. Oh, this is such a great tea. I'm so happy. I'm actually going to put the rest of the tea that's in the pot into my mug. There we go. Next. Let me just put this away. Okay. Oops. This one. Where are all my things? Over here. Haha. All right. Actually, I'll go with what's going to be next. I'll go with the owl. Oh, that's so pretty on its own. It's neutral on its own. I feel like I don't know if I even want to put it on a tag. I'm not sure, although it would be really nice on this because of the books. Like, I feel like I tore this out and went like this in itself would just make a nice journal card in a freeform shape. But I think I will cut it out and add it on here. Try to like drag my scissors a little. You ever do that? Instead of like ripping, you just kind of jiggity jag or drag your scissors around. It's hard to explain. You just kind of slide them without cutting, and they do this like jiggity thing. And it gives you sort of a bit of a rougher edge than a cut, but not quite as rough as if you had torn. And if there's details that you don't want to have messed up. Okay. So I will take this sticky page away. And ink. Okay, so I think I will probably put this owl here, like that, yeah. Okay. Oops, come along now. Just want to see a little bit of those books, that's good. We get a little bit of silver back there, which is kind of nice. Then I wanted to read the verse. Oh, I need to move my phone out of here. I don't think it's going to hang around for much longer. It's dying. Okay. The owl, when cats run home and light has come and dew is cold upon the ground, and the far off stream is dumb, and the whirring sails go round, and the whirring sails go round. Alone and warming his 5 wits, the white owl in his belfry sits. When merry milkmaids click the latch, and rarely smell the new mown hay, and the cock hath sung beneath the thatch, twice or thrice his roundelay, twice or thrice his roundelay. Alone and warming his 5 wits, the white owl in the belfry sits. I think I will take the white owl in the belfry sits. That was by Tennyson, if you are wondering. Might as well. And then, what shall we put it on to give it a little bit of a lift? We'll ink it a little, because why not? And then, I do have, what's this? Maybe this bit of, again, this gnarly book spine that just Keeps making my day better and better. Pull a little off on the edge. It's seated upon that. That'll be good. Okay. Shall we put it down here maybe? Yeah, because I think up here I don't want to mess with the books or anything, so we'll put it at the bottom. And we'll cut this into a tag. So yesterday I was shuffling through all of my tags I've made so far, and we're only on, what, this is day, what did I say? 8. So, you know, I'm 7 days in, and I'm already like, oh, what a great collection of tags. So this is a nice way, if you want to have like a really nice experience, focusing yourself on something like, you know, a mass make project, but you just do a little every day as you feel. This is a great way to do that. Like, do one of these collaborations on YouTube and just do like this and have fun, because I love doing this. Good. Take 2 is done. Okay, so now we have the boy who's dreaming of foreign lands. I would like to tear this out, I think. Knowing I'm not going to fit all of it onto this, but because he's dreaming of foreign lands, maybe we'll put him on this Venezuela stamp kind of page. And I think I would like to keep a little bit of the stamps, so I think I'll tear maybe as so, and definitely up here. Can we fit on here reasonably? Yeah, I think I like that. Yep, okay. Why it's taking me so long to move on, but you know. Okay, I want less of this blue. I want this little buckle shoe on there though. I do like that little buckle shoe. Oops. And I think I just want to tear that. Perfect. And we'll come in and we'll softly ink this edge a little. Okay. Now let's see what his poem has to say. Up into the cherry tree, Who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign lands. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. I saw the dimpling river pass, and be the sky's blue looking-glass, the dusty roads go up and down, with people tramping into town. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships, to where the roads on either hand lead onward into fairyland, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Okay, that's Robert Louis Stevenson said. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I was not expecting it to be beautiful. Let's cut this. And this. Get that into a tag. I want to use that whole poem. Do you think I can do it? Let's start by inking. Excuse me. I don't know if that was a sneeze or not. Okay. Here we go. We have 5 verses here. I need to fit on this tag because I like the whole poem very much. All right. How shall we do this? I guess I could put some on the back. I want to create a bit of a, you know, like distance, like stanzas would have. Yeah, we're gonna need to put some on the back. Okay, let's put 2 on the front and 3 on the back, so then we don't lose too much of the you know, overall impact of the decorative aspect of the tag. Okay, so that one can go out there. Okay. We still want some writing space. All right, so we still have writing space on the back. Not stressing about that. Oh, we need more ink. Okay, done. Now we have winter, when icicles hang by the wall, and Dick the shepherd blows his nail, and Tom bears logs into the hall, and milk comes frozen home in pail. When blood is nipped and ways be foul, then nightly sings the staring owl, to wit to woo a merry note, while greasy Joan doth keel the pot. What? See, this is what I'm talking about. When all aloud the wind doth blow, and coughing drowns the parson's saw, and birds sit brooding in the snow, and Marion's nose looks red and raw, when roasted crabs hiss in the bowl, the nightly sings the staring owl, to wit to woo a merry note, while greasy Joan doth keel the pot. Thanks a lot, William Shakespeare. That's weird. Okay, let's just make this better. I don't know what's going on. Oh, how sunny over here. Okay, let's tear out this lovely owl. Get her away from that terrible story. Terrible poem. I swear sometimes like these famous, poets just kind of called it in like, okay, I'm already famous, I'm going to do this weird poem, you guys are all going to love it, and don't ask me any more questions. I've already made my money. I've already proven my success. Okay. So what if we just put this on here? Maybe it's better on here actually, because it tends to cover most of that. Yeah, maybe we need something else like collagey. Some labels. Some grungy, yummy, eco-printed paper. Spoiled book, rather. Let's lay that down first. I'm not too precious about that stamp page because we've already got one. So what if we do this? Oh, hold on. This maybe. Because then I want to get those nice leaves visible over here. Better. Need to make this less of a sharp angle. Okay, I think it's going to be okay. Let's just glue it down and then we can add things to add the layers to make it make sense. I need to cut this into a tag. So that I can use this here and still keep that shape. Okay, we need think a label. These are labels from the Junk Journal Studio. I linked them yesterday in my video. They are the vintage labels, days gone by. The Junk Journal Studio is on Etsy. A little ink on there just to kind of settle that down. Okay, then, do we want any bit of verse? I think, did I already like throw away that paper? I think I did, yeah. Okay, that's okay. Just gonna pull a couple things out of my A wonderful visit. The greatest treasure, a wonderful visit. Let's do that. Because, you know, that is a wonderful treasure to have. Is a visit from an owl? I think so. So we can improve upon the verse of the late great Shakespeare a little bit. We don't have to put up with his nonsense. Okay. Don't need all of this. Yeah, that can go there. Oops. Okay, done. Now we shall move on to these leaves. Fall leaves fall, die flowers away. Lengthen night and shorten day. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. I shall smile when the wreaths of snow blossom where the rose should grow. I shall sing when night's decay ushers in a drearier day. Emily Bronte. Oh yes, how nice. I do like Emily Bronte. Perhaps. I'm going to do kind of a bit of a close and sort of careful tear around this leafy bit. No, this way. Okay. I don't want to lose. wonder if I can put the verse on there. And perhaps I just want to grab I see them. Hold on. Sorry guys, I gotta reach. Okay, I gotta reach. Not you, not you. Yes, her. Okay. Well, that worked for this doll here that I want to put on this tag. And I have a thread now stuck behind her. That's fine. Do we want her shoes on there? Let's see. Can I fit her whole body? I can. Okay. Then I will cut each verse apart, I think. So we have two. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and glue them, and then I will ink afterward. Okay. Something about these illustrations, I think they just are really making for really nice inspired tags. I'm quite happy with what we've made today. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. What's next? These fall, the echoing green. I like that as a term, the echoing green, but I like these girls here more than I like the image on the echoing green. So come on now. Need a bigger piece of papier. Perhaps this. Yeah. I think I'll come over from that side because I'd rather cover that like mechanical drawing than the ledger and stuff. Making neutral collage boards is a really good idea. I think it like kind of lends itself really well to creating nice ephemera. fires in the other gardens and up the vale, from the autumn bonfires see the smoke trail. Pleasant summer over, and all the summer flowers, the red fire blazes, the gray smoke towers. Sing a song of seasons, something bright in all, flowers in the summer, fires in the fall. I think I'm going to go with just that last verse. And I'm going to stick it down on here. Move this out of my way. Right, like that. Then, get rid of that. Maybe this. Okay. This is going to be a tuck spot. Okay, glue. Okay, there we go. Okay, there. So that will go like that. So you know, guys, I think this video probably is long enough. I haven't been timing it because I don't have my display on, because my phone is dying. So I think I will go and stitch these, and I will come back. I'll probably finish these ones off camera, and I will put pictures on Instagram. So one moment. Okay, so I took a little break. I got my stitching done, and I actually also finished a few other tags. So the first one here is done, stitched around. And then this one, you saw this one. You saw this one. So I'm just adding nice little fabric clusters up on the top of these, or even just some little fabric. I just kind of go with the flow. I keep a bunch of fabric in little bits by my sewing machine. And these are the two extra ones that I did, the Land of Nod. And this one, I actually ended up pulling another image out of that same book. And this is the image. And it says, her apples were swart blackberries, her currants pods o' broom. Her wine was dew o' the wild white rose, her book a churchyard tomb. Her brothers were the craggy hills, her sisters larchen trees. Alone with her great family, she lived as she did please. And I actually ended up backing this with some other neutral kind of handmade paper instead of all those numbers, because I needed a calmer, more serene background for this. So we made, what is it, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we were pretty busy. We got a lot done. That's it for me for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.